and it's crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity.
I believe that people need people. It's something very deep in our DNA. If we want to inspire people, we have to spark their emotion. In this case, should we pay part of our budget to inspire their emotions? I blend technology with creativity to create actually a bespoke experience for our attendees and to make my internal team have fun during work. If we do the same work using technology, we can spend, rather than 1 month, we can spend 2 weeks just because we use technology. In the basic of all of that, I believe it's a personal taste of beauty things. I can call it like be professional, but it's all about taste, I would say. If people around me will be a bit more happier, I will be happier.
Welcome to WeMarketers podcast. I'm Andrew, and my today's guest is Victor Zhuk, Event Technology Manager at Viva Esprit. Victor, happy to have you today.
Thank you for having me today.
Before we start, I would like to say a couple of words to Victor. I'm really grateful to you for teaching me almost everything that I know about events, because we worked with Victor for 2 years at Matcher at various events. And Victor really taught me a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a great time and super events we were able to deliver. I'm very happy.
To kick things off, let's talk about the magic of events. How do you ensure that magic during events happens, and how to make from good event to really great event?
I believe that people need people. It's something very deep in our DNA. They want this kind of interaction, this kind of chemistry, just to meet other people and feel the same emotions. And in terms of B2B events, I believe that you will be able to establish valuable connections with people like you. Okay, if I'm going to an event about event technology, I will meet such a professionals as I am, for example. It's true, of course, but a bit deeper of that, I will meet people there with the same values. Probably I will meet people there with the same passion that I have. So we will be able to share our passion, to share our love of what we do. How we will be saying that, this is another thing. So we can say about professional stuff, or we can have just a friendly exchange of our thoughts. But anyway, it's in our DNA. Just meet another people and share emotions.
And how do you ensure that people remain happy after the events? What may be some practical approaches from you how to make people talking about events, recommending them after that, and return back?
Good food and good drinks. Yeah, so yeah, if seriously asking in the very beginning of creating any kind of events, any kind of experience for our attendees, I call them our attendees, like our guests. It's like more warm approach, not a leads or warm leads or something like that. So it's a bit different in the core of things.
To treat people as people, not as leads.
Exactly. Not as a numbers in a potential spreadsheet that we will send to our sponsors, for example. So back to the question, we must create value for people. Answering question why my attendee will spend their time participating in my event rather than having time with his or her family and pay money probably for that. Yeah. So this is something very profound. It's like, it sounds obvious. Yeah. But this thing is in the core of building up the rest.
And on a practical note, any suggestions from you what event organizers can do, what we as a marketers can do to really make people inspired?
First of all, rely on professional event organizers. I truly believe that people who are doing events on fields, they not only know better how to set up stuff, they feel better how to set up stuff. Those organizers who have some kind of passion of what they are doing, and they have experience of dozen or hundred of events, they are able to say very straightforward what we should do with such an idea. Compare marketer and event manager. Market create a great story to answer actually question why people should come. Event manager is about how to organize this space and deliver those message that marketer has.
You mentioned creating space, and actually, this is a great topic to discuss for us. How event managers can organize space to ensure the best experience for attendees.
In the basics of all of that, I believe it's a personal taste of beauty things. I can call it like be professional, but it's all about taste, I would say. Of course, there is some kind of a math, yeah. So I can get floor from the hotel or from the venue, put floor plan to a CAD file and calculate how many people will fit in my space, what will be space between tables, between chairs, what is my fare exit, what is the size of my corridor, can I put there 20 tables or high stand tables or whatever, or I can't, and etc., etc., etc. But on top of that, there is some kind of a feelings when it's only me probably, but anyway, when I come in some kind of space, believe me or not, I can feel what kind of experience we can create here. If it's okay for such a kind of content or not okay. So can we play around environment to enhance our idea or transform our idea because we stuck with this kind of venue? Believe me or not, church in the Netherlands and high-profile event. But look, it's a church, but it was a very great event. It's not event. So just because of knowledge how to emphasize particular parts of the building, particular phase of the event to make people feel really good and inspiring and deliver some kind of wow factor, like wow, we're here, oh come on, it's very interesting.
During one of our previous events, that was the recruitment conference TRC in Amsterdam, I remember that we heard feedback that during our events, people become extroverts. And this is a really great point. And I know that your approach is not standard. You invite guitarists, energy up companies that organize interesting stuff for people that make them step out of their comfort zone. Could you tell more about your approach?
I think in the basics of that is just be a human and deliver stuff that might be interesting. In general, that's it. Or deliver stuff that will surprise our attendees and deliver stuff that will create experience that will stand out of a boring or common events. Deliver something that people not expect. Any event has a budget. It's limited budget, of course, and we won't spend as less as possible, but it's all about what is important for us. Is it important to inspire people? So it's obvious if we want to inspire people, we have to spark their emotions. So in this case, should we pay part of our budget to inspire their emotions? The answer is yes, if we want to do this kind of stuff, because previously we answered our question, why we do that. If we do that just because we want to deliver event and share thoughts, it will be boring. If our position wants to inspire people, we want to enroll people, we want to not stuff about only about practical things, but something that above basics. And here is the secret. And after that, we will decide more easily, okay, let's dedicate budget for that because it was our goal. And we invite, I don't know, guitarist, or we create a inspiring introduction sequence or 360 experience of LED screens if we are talking about big budgets. But why we do that? Because the same PowerPoint, for example, we can deliver using just only monitor or, or only projector a screen. So why we enhance this? Because we want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If people around me will be a bit more happier, I will be happier. I will feel comfort just because I surround myself with such people, creating for them such an opportunity and such an experience. It's a life theme topic, but it relates to organizing events, because organizing events is to make deal with the human beings, with people. So,
and it's part of life. It's part of our life.
again, it's not about like talking about, okay, I'm going to walk. I live my life.
Come to
Even
our event and live your best life.
exactly. And we don't need to push attendees to be our advocates. They will be, because they were happy in wide sense of the word right now. They feel good.
I know that your current role is highly related to using technology in event production. Could you tell about what you do at your current role and how technology plays its role in event organization?
It's something that I always loved and love. I blend technology with creativity to create actually a bespoke experience for our attendees, and to make my internal team have fun during work using technology. And it's not only about deliver like a right platform or find right stuff and just show this kind of stuff. It's about how to enroll people to actually use that and acknowledge that a bit of learning will bring them more space for freedom, actually. This is in terms of people. In terms of organization, it will speed up processes. Just examples. So, to create an event playbook, team of 5 or 7 people, starting with the event lead, senior event manager to event executive, spend roughly 2 weeks or 1 month. It includes find stuff, create idea, combine ideas together, collaboration, and create some kind of a masterpiece. We call it playbook. So it's an event on a paper, in a PowerPoint, or in Canva, or any kind of thing. So if we do the same work using technology, we can spend, rather than 1 month, we can spend 2 weeks, just because we use technology. Another thing, how we deliver our stuff to our client, what kind of technology we use to deliver. We can send our proposal as a PDF file, or we can create bespoke event website, or we can deliver our ideas as a website. So potentially for our client, it's just click a link and open the page, and here is my stuff. Yep. So another question, how we can collaborate together using the single platform. So it's about internal thing. About external thing, my specialization is what is the issue I can see right now. To put a bit creativity of how we can combine those technologies that we already have in-house, for example, and adding a bit of pieces of something else. Example, we got a venue with a 360 projection, but we gonna use just a pattern the venue has, rather than using this experience plus combined with the lights, plus combined with the LED screen, plus combined with the sound system, plus combined with some kind of decor, and so seeing possibilities where we can work with the technology in a proper creative way, it's my another scope of work. So a very interesting role, I would say. And I work with a third thing that I really like. I create applications for events. So it's
Mhm.
my attendee journey, yeah, how
Mhm.
they will film our events throughout their phones.
And speaking of particular platforms, tools that we can use during events, could you specify what we as marketers, as event organizers, can use in our practice? And what do you use in your practice? Which kind of tools that can enhance attendees' experience and reduce our time as managers?
Using external platforms, it's a great way to learn how someone already create a way of thinking for you. Each platform has its own user experience model, yeah? Way for me how to interact with ticket tailor, for example, or how to interact with Eventbrite, for example, or how interact with Rike, or how interact with Crowd Forms or Liner Up or other platforms to create and to do the same thing. And what they all saying the same stuff. We can do everything for you. It's true and it's not true, because they can do everything for my team using their own pattern of thinking. This is not how my team think about stuff. And my team, they are just, I like this, I don't like this, I love, I don't like, I want, I don't want, and etc. 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 Yeah,
How do you see it in practice? How it works in practice?
in practice, okay, I'm advocate of Notion. So basically, it's a canvas in which you can create your own vision and your own work patterns, how to manage your team, and creating bespoke sandbox, yeah, where we all be happy playing in it. It's a project management, it's a data hub, it's a wiki hub, it's a presentation. I use Notion for that, yeah.
We were talking mainly about tools that help event organizers in their work. And if we talk about tools that we can use on the spot that help attendees to feel better experience, is there something from technology world that we really can embrace? For example, augmented reality or virtual reality. Do you use this in your practice? And what's your take on this?
Augmented reality is too expensive, and technology is not there to enhance experience. So as a part of exhibition, yes, as a part of experience, just to think nice to touch, it's okay, but it's not still there. Virtual reality, I believe this is something about the future, just to have in a session in a virtual, in a metaverse, yeah. So imagine any type of event, and we gonna deliver a session in a metaverse because of something, yeah, because of topic or because of any kind of reason, plus of course experience. From practical point of view, it's very old technology, but QR codes work super effective. So using web application to read QR codes that placed in a different or levels or layers or in different phases of my conference, and with that collect leads, with that collect feedback or provide games or leader, or with a leaderboard with a prize or with some kind of engagement. It works super well because it's easy. This is just application will open your phone camera, you just make a photo of nicely designed QR that you find somewhere, or it's placed in a very obvious place, and voila, you have piece of content, you have video, you have form to fill, you have any kind of interaction. We can adjust to engage people on the spot, and it's budget wise, I would say. So it's not expensive, but there are another great technology. It is expensive, but I really like it. Imagine a wall of tablets. So, and a wall of tablets of 100 tablets or 50 tablets, all of items display the same content, but it's all on tablets. But once you grab the tablet, so you can interact with the tablet. So there is content there, there is form to fill there, or even if we go further and we have budget for that, you can spot your tablet somewhere, and argument reality object will appear in the area, and you can interact with this object. Now it's all about money, because behind hardware as a tablet and wall, behind that a huge scope of software development work, and it costs, and it's hard to sell because this kind of work is invisible. From physical perspective of interaction, it's like, okay, it's a tablet on the wall, okay, I just grab tablet and I just interact with the tablet. What's new here? But to make it bespoke, to make it tailored to particular event, but again, it's nowadays, it's not the future.
Yeah, it sounds really great. I want to attend such kind of event. Where can I grab tablet out of the wall?
Yeah, and interact with argument reality. So once you
Yeah.
grab, so you are completely in another world. Or once you grab your glasses, you are participating like in another layer of event in metaverse or whatever.
Yeah, that's really great. Every kind of activity, and event management is not exception, has its challenges. What challenges do you see in your work, and how do you tackle them?
Mostly the same thing as always. It's all about people around and team around. Surrounded by right people, I don't have any kind of problems. So they are not disappeared, of course, but because of team, because of partners, because of suppliers we are able to rely on. Even if some kind of problems will appear, I know my people with me, we will solve all of that. As always, for a bit higher level of event management, it's a budget. It's not necessary, but it is necessary. It's essential to you see, to use event application during the event, because of benefits of for all of us, but it costs. And will organization dedicate money for that or not? This is the question. It's still the question, because we can send email. Of course we can. Of course, it's true. It's back to story of what is important and why we organize stuff.
And
So
it will be a great idea for our next podcast, like organizing events on a tight budget. Victor, to wrap things up, for someone just starting out in the world of events, what's one piece of advice you'd share to help them create something truly meaningful?
very simple advice. Be brave, try, get experience, share experience, participate in professional networking events, ask people, ask your colleagues, collaborate with your colleagues, learn as much as possible now, use technology as much as possible now, constantly learn new stuff in terms of technology, in terms of art, in terms of everything. Always be open-minded, always try to feel people and ask question, why I'm doing such a thing.
That's a great advice, and I love this simplicity approach that you embrace in your work. Victor, thank you very much for participating. How our listeners can connect with you?
Please connect on LinkedIn page. I am not super active on LinkedIn page, but if I post something, it's really valuable.
Okay. So, Victor, thank you very much for participating, and bye-bye.
Thank you, Andrew.
Winning is crazy. Your opportunity. Your opportunity.